In breaking down a system, one of the things that's more times than not residentially overlooked is the airflow. And people will say, well, what's airflow all about? They all blow air. Yes, but there's a certain amount of air that they're supposed to blow. 400 cubic feet per ton is the nominal airflow that you should expect out of your unit. And we'll use a 5-ton for example. 5 ton times 400 cubic feet per minute is 2,000. That means if you have a 5-ton unit, your blower in your home should be blowing out of your supply grills 2,000 cubic feet of air per minute. If it's not, you can't set the Freon in the unit to the correct amount that should be in the system, because it derates everything if the airflow is not correct. If we check airflow, and of the 2,000 we've got coming out of the supply grills does come out to be 2,000, what happens if we've only got 1,500 going in the return? Where does it get the other 500? Well, the story to that is you've got a duct leak. You're pulling air from the attic. That attic gets to 140 degrees on a 100-degree day in Texas. Now, if I pull in 140-degree air and mix it with your 75-degree air return, then a 10% air leak will negate 25% of the tonnage that you have. So as it gets hotter outside, you actually have less tonnage in your system to cool your home. This is what airflow is all about. This is how important it is. And this is the one thing residentially that you don't have a service tech out there that can tell you how much air, because they don't own the $3,000 bonnet that it takes to measure that air to see where you stand. What we can do for your home is we can run a heat load on your home, which evaluates how much heat is coming through the walls, through the ceiling, through the glass, through the doors, through the infiltration of leakage into your home, such as under the doors. What happens when you turn on your vent hood? Where does that air come from? All of these things are evaluated, and we come up with a heat load that tells us exactly what size unit you should have in your home. Maybe if it's 100 degrees outside and you can only maintain 82, maybe your unit's too small, but maybe your unit's broken. So all of these things come into the consideration. Also, we come in and we can measure the airflow, we measure the heat load, we check the unit to make sure that all the fittings are tight and the Freon's correct. The research shows that 85% of the homes, 85%, have the wrong Freon charge in their unit. This Freon charge is what determines what is a 3-ton, a 3.5, a 4, and a 5. So what if your 5 has a 3.5-ton charge in it? Then that tells you why you can't reach your set point when it gets to be 100 degrees outside. We check all of these things for you. We have the versatility to do it. We have the $3,000 hood. We can do all of these things to make your home more efficient and a more comfortable place to live.